Yeah. How much we done last time?
Sir, last time you told that we'll do effect of pressure. Last time we did effect of temperature. Effect of pressure was remaining.
So now you have to explain effect of pressure.
Yes.
And you have to give the notes.
Change of state.
Sir, it was like this.
I got it. Change of state of matter. The diagram also I gave you, na?
Yeah.
Very good. Change of state of matter can be brought about by different ways. One is as effect of change of temperature. Yes or no? Okay, this we have done. Effect of change of temperature. Okay, this we have discussed last time. Then is the effect of change of pressure. Okay. Now you know very well that different states of matter that is solid, liquid, and gas, right, have different interparticle or intermolecular, right, interparticle distances. For example, solid may what the interparticle distance is very less.
It is formally bound.
Yes. Whereas in the case of liquid, little bit distance is there. Here distance is more. Yes or no?
Loosely
In the
bound.
liquid, yes or no? Yes. In the case of solid, the distance is least. Least distance. Whereas in the case of solid, liquid, the distance is
Comparatively low.
more. In the case of gas, the distance is little bit, yes, it's very much comparatively high. Okay, so here the distance between the particles is highest. So now what we have to do? We have to convert. Now this is a gas, isn't it? Okay. Now what is important over here? If this is a gas, now I want to actually what, for example, convert this gas into liquid. So suppose if you are having a gas in a container, okay, gas is there in the container. What I do, this particular piston is pushed down. The piston हम लोग down push. This is a piston. तो जैसे piston push करते हैं नीचे, क्या हो जाता है? These particles come closer, yes or no? ये particles एक दूसरे से collide करना शुरू करते हैं. They come closer. So when we apply this particular piston, push this piston down, the piston comes over here. These particles come closer, yes or no? And what happens? Once these particles become closer, what happens? They start attracting each other. Once they start attracting each other, this particular gas, on application of pressure, on applying pressure, okay, convert into liquid, or this gas gets liquefied. Yes or no? ये gas liquid में convert हो जाता है. चलो ठीक है. और अगर और pressure apply करें, तो ये liquid will convert into what? Yes, that means what is happening? You increase the pressure on this gas, provided the outside temperature is low, children. When we try to actually keep the temperature low, okay, and apply the pressure, increase the pressure, or increasing the pressure, ऐसे लिख देते हैं, ठीक है? And keeping the temperature low, यानी बाहर temperature low रख रहे हैं. Like let us say we are carrying on this experiment in a very ice cold condition. Pushing the gas. Now what happens? If I don't keep the temperature low, these gas they start rubbing against each other. And when they start rubbing, what will happen? There's a heat produced. Heat से क्या होगा? They will actually become more energetic. They will not get liquefied. So we have to, जैसे heat produce हुआ, heat खींच लेता, right? जैसे कुछ अपना like somebody actually what gets injured, क्या करते हैं? Ice pack लगाते हैं, जिससे कि उसका जो burning है या उसका जो pain है, वो ice pack खींच ले. Ice cold condition, right? Like when doctor removes your tooth, what he does? He tells you,
Eat ice cream.
ice cream. जिससे कि आपको जो pain है, okay, या जो अपना vacuum वहाँ पे जो create हुआ space, वो आपको यानी धीरे-धीरे आपका जो pain है वो धीरे-धीरे कम, right ना? Low temperature, ठीक है? And therefore the gas is liquefied. That means the increase of pressure changes the gas into liquid and bring the distance closer. I mean the distance between those particles become what smaller, and as a result, what happens? The gas gets liquefied. If I further increase the pressure, तो ये liquid क्या हो जाएगा? और भी नजदीक आ जाएगा. Yes or no? And what will happen? They will become what? Solid. Right? Just like for example, a gaseous carbon dioxide, or we can say for example, or other way around. Just say this. You know very well, solid, or we can say for example, dry ice. You remember dry ice? What is dry ice? Solid carbon dioxide. दिखने में आपको लगेगा ice cube से, but actually it is solid carbon dioxide. And this solid carbon dioxide is under pressure, right? You decrease the pressure. You decrease the pressure इसके ऊपर. What will happen when you decrease the pressure? Okay, what happens? This particular solid carbon dioxide directly converts into gaseous carbon dioxide. Why? Because the particles which are held together of this solid carbon dioxide, when you actually release the pressure, what happens? Immediately they come out. Yes or no? And therefore they convert into what? Just like for example, a bird in the cage with the gate closed. The moment you open the gate, what the bird will do?
Try to
fly out, because pressure has been less. Right now?
So, but why won't it turn into liquid and straight into gas?
Because the pressure is so high. And the moment actually release the pressure directly, this particular thing is actually more stable in the form of gas rather than liquid. Carbon dioxide is a gas. That means so much of pressure must be applied. That's why it is in the form of what? Solid. Remember. And then when you again increase the pressure, what will happen? This gaseous carbon dioxide can convert into solid carbon dioxide. That means there is only one way to actually reduce the greenhouse gas: application of pressure. I guess one way. That is it. Okay, so write down this part. Different states of matter have different interparticle distances. नहीं पूरा लिखना है, इधर से लेके ये पूरा पार्ट लिखना है. और एक मैं आपको explanation दे रहा हूँ. Just say this, children. What is this? ये निकाल देते because it should not. Children, यहाँ पे you must have seen in your, earlier. Now of course different buildings or different colonies are having what? Right? क्या है? राइट ना? क्या है यहाँ पे? यहाँ पे एक स्मॉल ऐसा ओरिफाइस है और यहाँ पे आपके पास एलपीजी है. यस और नो? दिख रहा है आपको? Now what is important over here to understand is that this particular gas which has been liquefied. What is this? LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, right? Okay. Now this gas, the moment you actually for example connect to that particular, we can say when we apply the pressure. What is that called as? Cap, na?
Cap.
Okay, capping is done. There is a small, for example, green colored tube which is going into the gas stove. Yes or no? Here, small holes are there. Inside also small holes. Yes or no? Now there is a knob. You open it. What happens? These particles which are closer in the form of liquid, moment you open the, for example, release the pressure. What will happen? These particles will start moving in the form of gas. And what is that? Gas part. Have you seen? The moment you open, how the pressure which was developed has been released. So here the pressure is decreased. Pressure is
decreased.
Yes, very good. And as a result, this liquefied gas, okay, goes in the form of gaseous, and then what happens? Comes out from here, and you put a mastic over here, it catches fire. Yes or no? Combustion. Isko combustion. The moment of that particular, here there is a knob over here. Am I right or not? Isko band kar do. Gas band, yani pressure apply ho. No more gas is coming out. For the more safety, you do actually what? Apply the pressure again. That means what is happening? This liquefied gas converts into gaseous film on decreasing the pressure. Yes or no? Our everyday life situation. Come on, very good. Write down.
Dropping.
वो ड्रॉप कीजिए जिससे कि आपको इजी पड़ेगा ना. Pressure is increase. क्या हो गया?
आप कंटिन्यू करिए सर. तो चालू करो.
Acha, what's your name, Jay? What is your name? Aryan. Acha, very good. Relax. Aryan, na?